In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix muscle knots throughout your whole back for instant pain relief. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, I'm going to go over easy, effective muscle knot exercises that are pretty much going to target the whole back from the base of the neck all the way down to the tailbone. The only special piece of equipment I'm going to be using is an everyday tennis ball. You can buy these pretty much anywhere and they're about $1, but you might find that these give you quick relief even in as little as 30 seconds. So let's get started and get rid of those muscle knots right now. A common area to get muscle spasms and muscle knots in the upper back is right over the top of the shoulder, over the trapezius muscle. Here's a very easy way that we can target that using a tennis ball and a door frame. Whatever side that we're focusing on, in this case it's my left side, I'm going to take that tennis ball, I'm going to place it over that muscle knot. I'm going to lay flat on my back and then I'm going to use my legs and body weight to drive into that door frame. Keep pressing in until you feel a good amount of pressure over that muscle knot or that muscle spasm, only to your comfort level. Once we hit that point, let's take the hand on the side that we're focusing on. In this case, it's my left. I'm going to bend my arm at the elbow, 90 degrees, put it on the floor, slide it over towards the right as much as you can, towards the other direction. Once we hit that point, let's just drop our body weight on top of that. Take the other side's hand, in this case it's my right hand, place it on the inside of the head, and then take the right ear towards the right shoulder as much as you can. What this does is it helps relax and stretch the upper trapezius muscle, so this really opens up that left side. Once you feel a great stretch, press into the ball even more with your body weight. And this can be very tender, so again, only to your comfort level. Once we hit that very good stretch, that good amount of pressure over that muscle spasm, hold this position for about 15 seconds. From there, you're just going to relax, take a breather, and then on the next repetition, try to take the arm over even further and then take the ear down towards the shoulder even more to challenge yourself to open up that left side. But you want to do this for about 5 complete repetitions. You can also experiment with motions, so you can go from side to side, you can go up and down, you can also do circular motions. From there, take the ball, go over different spots, only over the muscle. You want to stay off any joints because we don't want any irritation. And whatever you do on one side, always switch to the other to keep them both in balance. Personally, I get a lot of muscle tightness and muscle knots in between the shoulder blades of the upper back. The problem is it's not an easy area to reach, so let's make it easy. I'm going to take a tennis ball, place it inside a pillowcase. You can also use a large sock or a shopping sack. That way we can throw the tennis ball over our shoulder and have something where we can raise it and lower it to hit those spots really easily. Let's go next to a door or a wall. I'm just going to throw the tennis ball over my shoulder, place it over the area that we want to focus on. From there, my legs are going to go together. My feet are going to be slightly angled away from that door. So my body is angled and pressing into that tennis ball. Put enough pressure in where it feels like a very good self-massage, but not causing any discomfort. Once we hit that point, I'm just going to use my legs to lower and raise my body just like this. Go up and down over that spot just very, very gently. You want to do this for about 15 seconds. From there, just relax, take a breather, and do this for 3 to 5 repetitions. With each repetition, try to drive back into it a little bit more. That way you'll get more of a self-release into that muscle knot. You can also experiment by doing side-to-side motions. You can do circular motions. Do whatever feels like it's more effective at breaking up those muscle knots. From there, you can raise and lower the tennis ball. You can also switch to the other side. If you have one spot that's very stubborn, like right here for me, I can also do a little bit more dynamic motion with this exercise. So I'm going to press into it like this. I'm going to take the arm on the affected side, so in this case it's my right side, and I'm going to just bend my elbow back like this, kind of at 90 degrees, try to take it back towards the door. This will activate the muscles in the upper back across the shoulder blades and really allow you to get a better release into that area with the tennis ball. So challenge yourself by driving back with your body weight as much as you can and just slowly take the arm back and forth like this. And you can also do what is known as a wall angel. So I'm going to bend the elbow at 90 degrees, take the elbow back all the way towards the door, and then raise and lower it like this. And this can become very tender, so really focus on pressing in as much as you can but not causing any discomfort. But I just do both of those motions for about 5 to 10 repetitions, just nice and slow, and then switch over different spots as needed. So here's an easy way to use our body weight and 2 tennis balls to hit muscle knots in the upper back and the middle back. What I'm going to do is take a sock, place 2 tennis balls, put them all the way to the end, and then twist it just like this, and then tie a knot. You want this nice and firm so it's going to be able to roll. You'll get better results with this exercise. The nice part about this method is you're going to have an indentation where the 2 tennis balls meet. You can put your spine right there. That way it's going to hit the muscles off to the side but not irritate the spine itself. So let's start off on the floor. This method is good for the middle to upper back, so don't place it over the lower back because you can get irritation. And the movement from here is very easy. I'm just going to use my legs and my arms to push and pull myself up very, very slowly. And this right here feels like a really good self-massage over that area. And you can do this just all the way up and down for 3 to 5 complete repetitions. If you do find that one spot, like let's say it's right here for me, feels like I just have a lot of muscle tightness right there, I just stop over that spot and then I just go slowly down and then I go slowly up. Throw some more repetitions in there. And if it still feels like it's not releasing, what you can do is go from side to side like this for about 10 to 15 seconds. You can also control the amount of tension, or I should say pressure, being put into the tennis balls by lifting your butt up and then lowering it down like this. The more that you lower the butt down, the more intense it's going to feel over the tennis balls. So find that comfort level only. Also, if you do have things off to the side, like let's say that I have more, just a little bit off to my side over the shoulder blade right here, I can place the tennis ball on there and then just kind of lean over to my side. And I'm going to do the same method. I'm just going to attack it at a different angle, going up and down just very slowly, using my legs and my arms to push and pull. But you can just go over different spots as needed and really target those areas that need it a little bit more very easily and very effectively. So here's a really easy way that we can target muscle knots and muscle tightness across the lower back using our tennis ball. I'm going to lay flat on my back and go next to a door or a wall. My knees are going to be bent at 90 degrees. I'm going to press into my heels into the door for a stable anchor point. I tend to find that using shoes during this exercise too makes it easier because you'll have more grip. So let's lay flat like this. I'm going to take the tennis ball and place it over soft tissue or muscle in my lower back. I do not put the tennis ball over the spine. That can cause irritation, so only over muscle. From there, I'm going to just allow my body weight to sink downwards like this. And the nice thing about this, you can really control how much pressure is over that ball. So if you don't want as much, just lift up on the heels, which will then lift up on the butt. And if you feel like you need more pressure, just allow gravity to take your body weight. But once you find a very comfortable amount of pressure, what you want to do from there is a pelvic tilt. So I'm going to press into my heels into the door for that stable anchor point, put my hands on my hips like this, and then rock my pelvis forward and backward. This will cause the lower back to roll up and down over that tennis ball. So just nice, slow, controlled movements. And you want to do this for about 15 seconds. From there, you can relax, take a breather. On the next repetition, try to drive down even further into the ball for a better, I should say, self-massage, and then rock backwards and forwards as much as you can to put some good motion in there. You want to do this for about 3 to 5 repetitions. You can also experiment by going side to side. You can also do a circular motion, kind of like a hula hoop motion. If you feel like that targets it a little bit better, go with it and just throw some more repetitions in there until you feel those muscle knots really start to break up. From there, you can move to different spots over the back. You can switch to the other side. If you do have a spot that just will not release, what we can do is put the tennis ball over that spot of the muscle. I'm going to drive down as much as I can, and whatever side that I'm on, in this case it's my right, I'm going to take that side's knee and do a simple knee to the chest. So I'm going to take my left heel, drive into the door for a stable anchor point, while I then bring my knee backwards like this. This will activate the muscle in the lower back over that tennis ball, and this can become very tender, so only go to your comfort level. So let's bring that back, hold this one for about 15 seconds. Relax, take a breather, and then repeat this 3 to 5 times. From there, again, you can switch over to different spots as needed. Here's how we can target across the pelvis, the sacrum, and sacroiliac joints to hopefully get a lot of muscle tightness out of there. I'm going to take 2 tennis balls, place them in a sock again, twist it, tie it, that way we have our handy massage tool. I'm going to lay flat on my back right next to a door or a wall. What I'm going to do is have the knees bent at 90 degrees. I'm going to drive the weight of my legs into my heels into the door for a stable anchor point. Again, wearing shoes will offer more grip and make this exercise a little bit easier. I'm going to position the two balls pretty much right below the belt line on top of the butt cheeks. This will rest right on the sacrum. Try to drive the body weight down as much as you feel comfortable. And at this point, I'm going to start with a simple pelvic tilt. That is just rocking my pelvis forward and backwards for a nice self-massage into that muscle and the soft tissue. Do this for about 15 seconds. And from there, relax, take a breather. On the next repetition, try to drive down even further with your body weight and put more motion in there to get that tightness out. You can also go side to side with it. You can do circular motions similar to what we did with the lower back. Take what is most effective, and whatever feels good, throw some more repetitions in there. If it still feels like it just will not release, what you can do from there is take your arms, straighten them, put them off to the side for a nice stable anchor point, and then lift your legs towards you just like this. What I'm going to do from there is then slowly rock from side to side, and this puts a lot of good pressure across the sacrum, across the pelvis. So what I do is I try to just go from side to side very, very slowly, and at this point try to do about 10 complete repetitions on each side. You can take a breather and then repeat this up to 3 times. You can also experiment by placing it over just a little bit towards, let's say, the left side, and then repeating this. You might find that it hits it a little bit better and offers a little bit more relief. But you can move this pretty much all the way up and down the buttock and into the lower back right here if you feel like it just helps out a little bit more, getting rid of those muscle knots and that muscle tightness. If you liked the video and got a lot of relief, please show us your support by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing to our channel too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.